These agents were heroic. Clearly.
Law enforcement believes the shooter had been planning this for months, even purchasing legally that 8mm bolt-action rifle all the way back in August. Deborah?
Chilling details, Maria. Thank you for that reporting.
Anyway, this is this is the video that's going viral where an ICE agent tackles the wife of a detainee in New York. Okay? And from what I understand, the reason why this video was even filmed was because I think it was like a right-wing guy that posted it and it went viral. And the reason why the right-wing guy initially posted it, if I'm not mistaken, and someone can correct me on this, but the reason why a right-wing guy
QG!
it was literally like a Tim Pool guy, I think.
Let me
Tim Pool's
post.
fucking cronies.
I'm gonna post my live in Rick's channel real quick.
Now, this is from Stephanie Keith of Getty Images, obviously. But originally, this went fucking viral. Did he delete it? Yeah. White House correspondent for Timcast, Elad Eliyahu,
Okay.
posted this. The hysterical wife of the detained alien follows
I am just going to be like practicing Rick's song. I did see your the video you just posted a little while ago, and I liked it, and I was playing to it a little bit. I like that track, but I would have to practice it without that track's got its own guitar solo in it already.
What a strange situation.
But I did like the track.
But of course, this repulsive behavior was seen by those with a conscience, and immediately people were like, this is disgusting. Yes, for the record, what she's saying there, for those of you who are just listening and can't speak Spanish, she was saying, they're going to kill him. Please take me too. She was begging, pleading the ICE agents.
Oh, cool. You made one for your dad? That's cool. I hope you liked it.
This is why we can't have these motherfuckers wear masks, by the way. Because guess what? Guess what? Apparently he got fucking fired. Or at least that's what people were saying. She didn't even touch him except a brief glance with her hands as she was trying to get through to him, and he shoved her hard right in front of her kids. People are still defending it. Huh? Watch it for yourself. The two videos.
Oh, really? Wow. After 30 years?
Says Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin.
My brother's been married for 30 years. My other brother's been divorced twice. He's on his third marriage already.
They're rabid sociopaths, dude.
And if it helps you process things, then it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing to let out all your emotions ahead of time.
Now to that disturbing video of an ICE officer tackling a woman to the floor at an immigration courthouse in Manhattan. That agent has now been relieved of his duties. The violent confrontation.
productive output that they yield.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I guess I've been lucky in a sense where my mom and dad been married all their lives. You know, so I never had to go through a divorce. I never, as a child, you know, my mom and dad would fight just like anybody would, right? They would fight once in a while, but they pretty much accepted each other. You want to know what my opinion is? It's because my mom and dad grew up with each other. They knew each other growing up, and so it was easy. You know, it's easier that way. You know, you get to somebody at that point. You know what I mean? You know somebody, and I've seen, especially in my family, I've seen a lot of people rush to get married. A lot of people rushed to get married, and I've seen some of it work, and I've seen some that didn't work. You know, in my family orbit, you know. I've never been married either, Gigi. I've never been married. Everybody else in my family is married, though. I have... except for one brother. One of my brothers is not married. I think technically he's still married, but legally on paper he's still married, but in actuality he's not. You know, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. You know, I've seen friends, you know, not get married, but has still been with the same person for decades at this point. You know. So, anyways, yeah. Anything you can do to help process, you know, what you're feeling is a good thing, you know. No, love doesn't have to be romantic, but I guess there's a difference between what love and intimacy. But anyways, I'm gonna be practicing the song for a little bit. You know, if you don't mind. If somebody else shows up and wants to hear something different, then I will. But see, I'm trying to play The Fire Within while somebody's listening to it. You know what I mean? To see if how I do while somebody is listening. I just remembered how that part went, so I gotta redo it. Sometimes I forget. Hey guys, Cool Cats, what's up? How you doing? Hi Biting Gal. Oh yeah, I figured you probably would be streaming right now. So, thanks for lurking though. That's cool. There is no way. I cannot hear that track at all. I gotta turn it up. I butchered that song. I butchered that song pretty bad. Yeah, that is the background. Welcome in, Liam. That is a background. Yeah, I'm using a background. I could make that stop by taking it off. It does seem like it's glitching. It's glitching a lot. I don't have a proper green screen. That's why. Hold on, let me change something real quick. We'll just go back to put the blur on. Maybe that's better so it doesn't glitch, you know. I don't have a proper green screen, and so it's gonna do that. Yeah, I mean, I still have those videos. Every time I play those videos, they detect it now, and so they take down my stream because I'm using somebody else's video. Okay, welcome in Dana X. Typo negative? Typo negative. Alright, well, I'll give it a shot. I'm not familiar of that song. I'm not familiar. Maybe I have heard it before and I can't remember it, but in all honesty, I prefer if people chose requests from the list that I have. Only because I know I know those songs. Oops. Only because I know the songs on the list a little bit better. Oh, I've been offered. I've seen some AI programs that I can use. They put it like right in front of your face, and I can probably use some form of AI for free. But you know, I don't know. I could make probably my own cool video backgrounds. That's true. Well, let's see. I will play the typo negative request if Dana is still in the chat. I will. I'm assuming it's Dana. D4NA. That's Dana, right? All right. Kane's theme. Is it who is Kane? Are we talking? Who's Kane? I forgot who Kane was. Is Kane? Is he a wrestler? I don't know. I forgot. I probably have heard this before, but I'm just not familiar with it. It just went straight into Oxygen Destroyer out of nowhere. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that Type O Negative song. I'm not familiar with Kane's theme, but I mean, I tried to play to it as best as I could. Hello, Edward. You want to hear Nobody Hears? I know that song. I've heard that song before. Oh my God! I just clicked on Suicidal Tendencies, Nobody Hears, right? I've heard that song before. I know that song. I clicked on it, and it redirected me to a suicide hotline. I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I mean, yeah. Alright. I want to go, like, straight to the... Cool Cats, I've never installed a song request bot on Twitch yet. You know, I never took the time to calibrate myself on the Twitch side. I don't have alerts or anything like that. I should probably take the time and do something like that. I go through Streambot. But if you want to hear Van Halen, I'll play that next. Yeah, it just takes me, okay. I must have picked up, okay. I must have just picked. Alright. It keeps, You know, even if I fuck it up, at least people get to hear the request, right? Okay, Van Halen, Little Dreamer. Now, see, now you guys want me to play Van Halen, and I'll try my best. That's all I can say. Damn, it came straight up. Dang, cats! Did the clap command? Does the clap command work on Twitch? Looks like you did the clap command, and the claps came up. Is that?
No one talks about the times you cried. Little dreamer. Breezy days gone past. Weren't they amazed when you were pitiless? You are the little dreamer. You were the little dreamer. About you cold when you were headed for the skies, but you were young and bold, and maybe didn't that change with a wink of your eye? Seems no one's talking about the crazy days gone past. Weren't they amazed when you were pitiless? You are the little dreamer. Little dreamer,
Yeah, I'll probably be at Rick's later. I'm pretty sure unless something comes up. You know, I don't have no plans. Oh, hi Ninja K. Hey Germ, welcome in. That's hey, I'm gonna tell you what. I mean, that song has got a groove to it. Little Dreamer. It's like to it a lot. So, you know, you gotta get how the picking goes. I don't know. That one was kind of a tricky one. It was Van Halen, and so it's like, I mean, Van Halen plays a lot of pentatonic chords, you know, but which would seem like it's easy, but he's got a certain rhythm and you know, that he does on a lot of songs. You know, he's got that. See you later, Ninja Cat. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. Appreciate it. I appreciate the hellos, even if it's just for a moment. What? Looney says he addresses mod drama? What mod drama is there? Do you guys see that? Looney Tunes? Oh, wait a minute. You guys don't know Looney Tunes. Never mind. I gotta check. Okay. What the hell? I gotta check this out for a second. Hey, please go to the hospital and fix my goddamn voice.
Donald Trump won't let me. He just wants me to die with this multiple cancer already.
Oh, God. I've been talking about right-wing Trumps that they'll call.
Alright, never mind. I think my the time on my stream just started over. Did something happen? Did something glitch? I was having a lot of problems yesterday. My OBS kept dropping. Okay, yeah. All right.
Tonight I'll sit and think about. I face the floor. The smell of resin leather, the sting in the iron mask. Dragons, your voice are so mighty.
save the few moments that we have left, we want to talk right down to earth in a way that you can easily understand.
I never learned how to play that one correctly all the way through. I just play it once in a while. Okay, cats. Yeah, I still got some time to go left. I still got about a good hour. Alright. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Hey, Soul Live. Hey, Bo. Hello, Reference Frame. How's everybody doing? I do take a request. I prefer for people to choose from the list. But if there's any like random stuff off the top of your head that you want to hear, I will consider playing it. That is the list. Hello, Sasha. How are you? Welcome in. You know, everybody's musical tastes are different, but I'll play anything here. So, and I think everybody gets a request. So if there's anything anybody wants to hear, I just put the list on there. I know the other day there was internet problems and I kept getting booted off, but everything seems to be running better today. You know, what's your favorite song? Who's your favorite band? Who's your favorite group? You know, if you have something in mind, let me know. I play stuff. I'll try to play stuff I've never heard of. I'll play stuff that I've never. Wu-Tang? I prefer something off the list though. But it's okay. Hey Looney, what's up, man? How are you? Yes, you had a good stream. There was a lot of good discussion there. That was a fantastic stream. You know, I like the Vanguard. I think those guys are cool. Those guys are cool. Those guys are hip. I agree with just about everything they present. You know, it's just but it's a little bit too bombastic there for me. You know what I mean? Everything's about reaction. Everything's about a reaction to what somebody else said, which is okay. You know, just, I like the Vanguard though. I always like the videos. Annie's always there. Annie Fitzgerald is always there. She's running for a state seat. I supported her last time, and I'll support her again. Yes, I can play some Rush. I'm not sure which Rush song to play though. Oh, did I show your channel? Oh my goodness, my bad, my bad, my bad. I forgot that the last thing I pasted was Juji's channel? Was that? No. Okay. But hey, Juji, that last track I just played, that was Juji's track. She's in the chat, and that's she's got her own channel. She makes her own tracks, and there's quite a few of them that I like to play for, and I've written guitar tracks for. It's her track. But let me get the real. Okay, let me get the real list real quick. So that way you can pick a song from the list. Thanks for letting me know, GG. You know, I need you guys to have my back. Rush. Okay. Yeah, I could, there's a Rush song I can play, and I'll let me find it real quick. Wherever the hell it's at. Where the hell is it? God damn it. God damn it. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta get away from all the arguing over nothing. You know what I mean? And it's like what I don't know.
A modern day warrior, mean stride. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean pride. Though his mind is not for them, don't put him down as arrogant. His reserve a quiet defense, writing out the day's events. What do you say about his company? Is what do you say about society? Catch the mist, catch the myth, catch the mystery, catch the myth. The world is love and life are deep. Maybe as the skies are white. Today's Tom Sawyer, he gets high on you, and the space he invades, he gets by on you.
cool. I'm glad you're vibing. You know, I noticed that no matter what kind of, no matter where people go to listen to music, just as long as people show what they, you know, present what they want me to play and what they want to hear. Not people like that, and so that's why I play everybody's request. You know, even I've never even heard of the song, and I'll try to play it. Or you guys can chat amongst yourselves, you know, chat it up. If I missed, oh, okay. I think somebody wanted to hear my "Seek and Destroy." I do know that song. Alice in Chains or Pearl Jam? I'm not familiar with how to play any of those bands, but I could try playing it next. But somebody wanted to hear Metallica, I think. Should probably tighten this up, keep it knocked out. No, I won't worry about that right now. keep forgetting how to do the end. Yeah, if I'm playing and I don't pay attention to anything and I'm in the zone, then forgive me. But yeah, that happens all the time. And yes, Juji, funny joke. I know what you meant. Inside joke. You gotta be in the circle. In the circle. Okay. Let's see. Dealer's choice. All right. Oh no, so life. That's my keyboard. That's my keyboard. Yeah, I mean, if you guys like Dire Straits. I gotta get the audio levels in sync though. I don't know what it is, but I gotta turn up the.
It ain't what they call rock and roll. And the Sultans, yeah, the Sultans play Creole. Then the man steps right up to the microphone. Says at last does the time bell ring. Good night, now it's time to go home. And he makes it fast with one more thing. We are the Sultans. We are the Sultans of Swing.
Oh, hello, Rick. Oh no, Rick's not here. I thought Rick was here. My bad. I thought I saw something. I thought I saw the ghost of Rick. Nah. No, my bad, my bad. I don't think they know who Rick is, Gigi. But if you guys want to see a real good guitar player, Rick is fantastic. He's like my favorite right now. Okay, I think you wanted, what did you request, Bo? You requested, I saw it. Carlos Santana, okay. Somebody wanted me to play Santana the other day. Yeah. But I have this one. Look, I know the song is in D minor, but I just know that one riff, you know, but after that I don't know how it goes. That's the song somebody wanted me to play by Santana the other day. It was Samba Party. Was that you, Bo? Was you here? Did you request that? Alright, yeah. Yeah, I thought it was you. Yeah. Alright, well, everybody's lurking, everybody's listening, so let's just keep playing tunes. I'll go with this one. Am I still on stream, you guys? My restream bot, my restream thing just went kaput. I don't know what that was all about. It just kicked me off restream all of a sudden. Not restream, but yeah, restream. I had to log back in. That was weird. I am sad, Alex. Who's that? All right, let's see. How about this one? Yeah, it's because if I leave my mic on, you guys can hear the air conditioner right next to me. There's an air conditioner right next to me. And there's a lot of background noise in here, so I have to remember to turn off my mic. Alright, let me play this first, and then we'll see what's up with Vanessa Carlton. Some funk? Gigi wants to hear some funk? Okay. I have something funky in mind. Slick Rick. I remember Slick Rick. I remember Slick Rick. But if you want to hear some funk, there is a song that I already know I can play.
Celebration.
I got a couple more songs in me, and I gotta wrap it up. So if anybody, I think Soul Life wanted to hear some, what was it, Vanessa Carlton? Is there any particular song? 1,000 Miles is the first one that shows up. I love Cool. I grew up to Cool in the Game. I grew up to all that stuff. Shit. In the mid 80s, that's when I started really like getting into music. All that shit is still a part of my musical it's still part of my musical taste. It's part of my musical palette. Old 80s stuff, anything that was a hit in the 80s, you know. What? 1,000 miles? 1,000? Okay, 1,000 miles. Alright, let's play that one. Let's see how it goes. Is she the one that plays the piano? Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, I think somebody wanted me to play this before, so. I get a weird like reverb sometimes. I get a weird reverb in it. I hate that. Alright, let's start from the beginning.
I miss you.
That song was in a B major. B major. It took me half the song to figure that out. Thank you, Bozy. If you guys think I'm a good guitar player, man, then you guys should check out some of the guitar players I watch. I mean, you know, I listen to Rick Renstrom. Rick Renstrom is probably the best, one of the best guitar players I see on YouTube. There's a lot of them, but when it comes to actually playing, you know, going live and playing, Rick has like the best production. He never makes any mistakes, and part of it is because he doesn't he plays his own stuff, and so everything he plays he knows 100%. He doesn't mess around. You know, for me, I like to experiment. I play anybody's request. I don't care about. I'm not a perfectionist, put it that way. I'm not. Hi Jake, how you doing? Yeah, I mean, shit. You can play. You know, guitars and distortion is just another form of sound. You know, that's all it is. Yeah, there's power behind crank it up, and there's a lot of power though, but you know, all music has notes. No matter what instrument you play, it all has notes. It all does something, you know. Well, that's what people want, man. People want to hear their favorite music. You know what I mean? People want to hear their favorite music, and I like everything, basically. You know, all the stuff I grew up listening to. Shit, I like playing the blues. The blues is a cool vibe. You know. Harpsichord, you know. Shit, the flute. Shit, Lizzo. I saw a video of Lizzo. You know Lizzo? Playing the flute, and she rips on the flute. I was like, dude, that's sick. She could be like Jethro Tull. Lizzo could play in a rock band and make it fit. You know? So, I'm a proponent of playing like all kinds of music, but you know, I'm usually I just turn up the guitars because I don't know, that's what I prefer. Giant Steps is a request, Bo? Is that a request? Giant Steps? Alright, well, let me see what I can find. Oh my goodness, you want me to play that? That is this jazz? I'm not familiar with John Coltrane. Wait a minute. Yeah, I am. I know who that is. Okay. Alright. 14 years, 5 years ago. Alright, sure. That's crazy. Nah, keep. Yeah, that's a crazy. That's a skill check request, Bo. I don't have those kind of skills. I never studied jazz. I got to keep it simple. But man, I challenge anybody to play that. You have to be versed in chromatic polyrhythms. You know, the polyrhythms, and plus the how the chromatics keep changing on it. You know. If you want to hear Stretch, we can do Stretch. If I can remember how to play it.
Some people do it standing up. Some people do it laying down. Some people do it bending over. Some people do it on the ground. Some people do it with a video. Some people do it with a class. Some people like to do it really slow. Yeah, some people like to do it fast. Come on, baby, just dance. I'm working out now. Maybe we can partner up. Come on, stretch. I'm working out now. I get it till you had enough. Come on, stretch. I'm working out now. 'Cause you don't wanna hurt yourself. Stretch. I'm working out now. Some people do it in the back room. Some people do it in the front. Some people like to do it gently. Some people do it with the grunt. Some people do it with the socks on. Some people do it in the front. Some people like to do it gently. Yeah, some people like to do it rough. Come on, baby, just dance. I'm working out now. Maybe we can partner up. Come on, stretch. I'm working out now. Get it till you had enough. Come on, stretch. I'll work it out now. 'Cause you don't wanna hurt yourself. Stretch. I'll work it out now. Come on, baby, just stretch. I'll work it out now. Maybe we can partner up. Come on, stretch. I'll work it out now. Get it till you had enough. Come on, stretch. I'll work it out now. 'Cause you don't wanna hurt yourself. Stretch. I'll work it out now. Some people do it with the hands. Some people do it with the feet. Some people do it out in public. Some people like it on the street. Some people do it with the young. Some people do it with the old. Some people tell you how to do it. Yeah, some people do it like the toes. Come on, baby, just stretch. I'll work it out now. Maybe we can partner up. Come on, stretch. I'll work it out now. I get it till you had enough. Come on, stretch. I'll So don't think twice, wouldn't you look nice if you got yourself on a road bike? You could go so fast to get to class and make us smile when you pass on your road bike. So don't be a loser, ditch the cruiser. That's right, get a road bike. So you can ride with me, but you got to be on your road bike. Hey, baby, you got to get yourself a road bike. Come on, get yourself a road bike. Hey, baby, you got to get yourself a road bike. Come on, get yourself a road bike. Maybe you don't like them handlebars. Better do them make it lead too far on your road bike. But then you can really hustle, and it works all the proper muscles on the road bike. So don't be a loser, ditch the cruiser and get a road bike. So you can ride with Pat, but can't be like that. Get a road bike. Hey, baby, you got to get yourself a road bike. Come on, get yourself a road bike. Yeah. Hey, baby, you got to get yourself a road bike. Come on, get yourself a road bike. Hey, baby, you got to get yourself a road bike. Come on, get yourself a road bike. Hey, baby, you got to get yourself a road bike. Get it now. I swear when I'm misogynistic, maybe our views are too simplistic about road bikes. But baby, you know the deal. The damn thing's like wearing high heels on your road bike. So don't be a loser, ditch the cruiser. That's right, you get a road bike. So you can ride in style, baby, on skinny tires with your road bike. Hey, baby, you got to get yourself a road bike. Come on, get yourself a road bike. Hey, baby, you got to get yourself a road bike. Come on, get yourself a road bike. Hey, baby, you got to get yourself a road bike. Come on, get yourself a road bike. Hey, baby,
So you don't know, but I got to. I got to. So you don't know, but I got to. I got spot in my dash. Where I keep all my cash. Got spot in my dash. Where I keep all my cash. We got the bicycles and my body. Got someone there. The guy I just say, yeah, yeah. And we sat him all over the town. We got the bicycles and my body. You should tell all your friends, go get some popsicles. When we come down in the bag. All my product is in that sack. Got the love in the bag. All my product is in that sack. Got pants in the window. When we drop by, go real slow. Got pants with empty window. When we drop by, go real slow. We got the bicycles and mama, you really gotta settle down. I got you say, yeah, yeah, and we set all over the town. We got the bicycles and mama, you should tell all your friends, come get some popsicles. When we come round on the back to warn you when we pass. We got sticker on the back to warn you when we pass. We got song on the front.
I'm not sure how the song goes.
When I
Anyways, I appreciate you guys hanging out. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Whoever stopped by, welcome back, cool cats. It was welcome back, but kind of bad timing. I gotta go. You know. I appreciate all whoever's hanging out, lurking, listening, whatever it takes. If I do play and go live, it's usually around somewhere in the afternoon, like around 2 o'clock West Coast time, Pacific time. So just look for me around this time. I don't have a tight schedule. It's just whatever. It's just, you know, whatever, however, whenever I get done with what I'm doing. And so it's kind of random, but I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'll see you later. I'll see you, Juju, later over at Rick's. But I got to go. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, kicking it, chilling, playing whatever it takes. Alright, peace. I'll see you guys later.